Enter the customer ID. Of course, you can do a search here if necessary. The reference number can be any string of characters that make a sensible relationship to this entry. Entering the customer's check number here is a recommended practice. Here is where you enter the customer's remittance amount. When Commander is set up for you, one of the things that you define is the general ledger account that will be the default customer payment account. Usual practice is for that to be your cash wash account. The cash wash account should be zeroed out every day when your bank deposit is prepared. But you could select any of these other forms of payment. Another thing you do when setting up Commander is to define a set of general ledger accounts that will be allowable forms of payment. All these here that you see are allowable forms of payment. So we have this $1,500 check and we are putting it into cash wash, and now we will tell the system to pull up all open items. Commander's autofill feature follows a generally accepted practice of applying payments to the oldest items first, unless the customer has explicitly marked his payment for certain items. If we accepted Commander's dispersal of this payment, all we'd have to do is click Apply and we'd be done. In order to show the flexibility of payment application, let's clear these automatic entries. Now we see we have $1,500 to disperse. If you decided to let Commander do the dispersal after all, just click Autofill again. Nothing to it. Now we decide to apply this credit card credit. Now we have $1,900 to apply. We can apply autofill now. If not that, you could edit each amount in the Apply Now fields and force payments where you wanted. Now let's take a look at how you can reverse a previously entered and posted payment. Once we enter a valid customer ID, we can click on the Reverse Payments tab and just click for a search. The only items that will appear are customer payments that have been posted. We will choose this one. This payment cleared 3 separate items. Notice that the date in the upper left has changed to match that of the original transaction entry, which is June 30th, 2009. Commander will allow you to reverse posted payments for prior fiscal periods as well as for the current period. And you are advised about this being for a prior period. You are also advised that this reversal will apply to the system immediately. So immediately, this customer's line of credit status will reflect a decrease. The invoices that had been paid will be put back into his account. An audit trail will be produced. And of course, you can record a payment that is not applied to any particular items by doing the transaction under the Apply to Other tab. When you open a customer's account record, the first level displays the account balances and historical gross profit information. Notice that you can also see the account's current credit card credit balance. The Customer tab will display summary information about how the account is set up. The Ship To display shows summary information that is particular to each Ship To location. Commander provides excellent flexibility for complying with the many variables you have when selling to one customer but delivering to many locations. Each customer Ship To location lets you set up contact names, phone numbers, fax numbers, email addresses, website addresses, etc. The types of contact information that Commander can hold is user-defined. Let's pick another Ship To. You can go deeper into the details of a customer account by expanding your inquiry options like this. This is the customer payment records. These records go back to the beginning of your use of Commander. You can see the details of a payment. And you can see which items were paid with this payment. You can view their open items. If an item is past due, its due date is red. You can see the transactions of this account for the current fiscal period. By clicking on an invoice item, you can drill down to the invoice itself. You can also view details by clicking here. This is like the shorthand version of the invoice we just saw. The customer inquiry feature is just one of many features in Commander that lets you determine customer activity and profitability. Inquiry programs only allow viewing of data. No data can be changed through an inquiry program. Also, access to this program or any Commander program can be defined by your system administrator's permission setups.